Hey, what's up everyone? It's Spirit Messenger and I am back with another video for you all here in Silent Hill F. In this video, I am just going to do a quick little tutorial on how to get one of the final endings here in the game. Now, if you recognize your title screen where it says view endings, there's about four main ones, and then you have the joke one, the UFO. That one's at the very bottom of the list. I'm referring to the one that is right before that one. Um, it's called if you can pronounce the name of the town here in the game that Hinako is from, Ebisugaoka, Ebu e, Ebisugaoka. I'm so sorry. I'm butchering it, but yes, that word, and it's called that word in silence. So yeah, that is the name of the ending for this one, and that is where you to be able to get this ending, you have to first complete two other full endings. Um, don't take any red capsules. Obtain and purify the sacred sword, the one that I have in my hand here, and then also offer the brooch. Now, if you guys remember, Hinako has a brooch that the fox gives her. In I think it's during your very first playthrough of the game that you get this brooch at some point, and then it's used to open certain doors when you do a new game plus during your other playthroughs here. Now, again, part of that is to offer the brooch, which, if you're wondering where you do that, it is actually when you're on your way back to Hinako's house. So when you leave Shu's house, you're going to want to make your way down the little mountain here, make your way back into town. And as you're working your way up, you can't go this way, obviously, because it's blocked off. But when you're making your way back through here, and once you get right here, so here's Hinako's house. So before you even come up here and get right here, you're gonna come up a little sets of stairs right here, and you're going to go right through here. But instead of going there, you're going to take a right and come down this path right here. There is one of these other statues. Now, if you're familiar with how to attain the sacred sword, those statues are required to find and give them the offerings to obtain the sacred sword. And then this right here, it'll offer you a little interaction queue, and then you will give up the brooch. At that point, it will complete that requirement for this ending. Now, to go over a few other things too with you real quick here. Now, if you had obtained the sacred sword in a previous playthrough by finding those little statues right here, like such, all these little guys around the map here. If you go to one of the statues, you will have the sacred sword right there at your disposal. So I believe you can actually get it from the very first one, the beginning of your run through for this story ending here. With this first one, he'll be right. Should be right here. I actually didn't realize that at first. I actually got mine from the second one right here, but it should be there chilling out with the statues instead of having to go all the way through to the divine tree right here and obtain it where it originally is once you find all the statues and give them their offerings. So that will already be taken care of there. And then for those who also don't know, you also need to purify it again as well with this guy right here, this puzzle, the Crimson Water Puzzle. For those who are not familiar, when you make your way back into the Dark Shrine, once you make it to Shu's house, you're gonna again, if you already did everything else and you already did your first playthroughs and everything else, you're gonna go back to the Dark Shrine. Hinako's already gonna have all her special fox powers, and you're gonna be able to open up one of the locked doors because of the brooch that you still have, and be able to go and do the Crimson Water Puzzle, which once you solve that, if you don't know how to solve that, I actually do have a video on that on my channel page, how to solve the Crimson Water puzzle, so you can view that, how to do that. At which point, once you do that and you escape the Dark Shrine and you're back at Shu's house, you're making your way down the mountain right here. And instead of going back into town, you're going to want to take a left and go to this little shrine that's right here. So go up the steps, and then there is like a little stone area with water, filled with water. Interact with it. Hinako will put the sword in there. It'll be purified, and that will complete the requirement for that as well. So honestly, to be quite frank with you, between the purifying the sword and then offering the brooch, you have already pretty much completed the requirements to to get this ending, the Ebisugaoka, I can't pronounce that word, in silence ending. And again, as long as you did not take any other red capsules and completed 2 other full endings, you are good to go. I know this isn't one of my better tutorial videos here, but I did kind of want to explain it without having to go, or actually I wanted to explain it and everything else without making the video too long and too boring. So just to kind of give you a quick rundown on how to do that though. So purify the sacred sword. Again, and I do apologize, I actually did not make a video on that puzzle, the sacred sword, where you're following the clues and you are finding all the statues and giving them their offerings. What I can tell you though is if you have not solved the sacred sword puzzle, what I can tell you is with each statue on the map here, like so, usually there is I believe there's like a little clue for each one, but aside from the clue with each one, the offering is never far from the statue. So like for this guy, you shouldn't have to go all the way over here and then work your way back and then give the offering. No, the offering is always somewhere nearby in the area to give the statue. Just make sure in each area you don't miss the statue. You follow the clues accordingly, so that way you don't miss any. So that way you don't miss your chance out on getting the sacred sword when you make it to the divine tree and get the last one. So this last one right here, you will actually have to bypass the divine tree. Oh no, I'm sorry. The last one's right here. When you're making your way down past Shu's house, you will be able to go back after you give the last statue his offering and go back and get the sacred sword. And if you had not done so already. So again, if you did so in the previous playthrough, you should be able to just go get it from one of the statues. The same thing with the Crimson Water puzzle as well. If you did the Crimson Water puzzle in a previous playthrough, when you're doing this particular ending, you do not need to do it again. It has already been done. Because I went back and I double checked, it's already done. So when you escape the Dark Shrine and come back out and go to purify it, you should be able to do so and do that. But I think, yeah, the biggest takeaway from here was where to offer the brooch. And it is this guy right here as you're making your way back to your home. Again, this is after you leave Shu's house from the Dark Shrine and make your way back this way over here. But yeah, again, I'm so sorry. I know it's not the best tutorial for this one, but I did want to make a little video regarding it and kind of just do a quick play-by-play on on those requirements, and in case there was any confusion for anyone who was currently playing through it, and of course the biggest thing, where to offer the brooch, because I don't believe, it shows, this little statue shows up on my map right now, but I think it's because I discovered it and then it popped up. But prior to that, I don't believe it's on your map when you go to offer when you're trying to find the place where you offer the brooch. So that was probably the biggest key takeaway from that, is where who and what to give it to. But yeah, no, if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will respond to you promptly. But other than that, I hope this video helped somebody out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.